Sheila Devi's relatives have come to her home to comfort the mother of two. Her 5-year-old daughter Sonia died after having diarrhea. Sheila says it's because they couldn't afford to feed her while she was sick.
She died hungry and thirsty. There was nothing to eat. What do we eat? There is no work. Even if I go looking for work, there is none.
Sonia is just one of nearly 2,000 under 5-year-olds who die every day in India with malnutrition, the underlying cause. And the UN has warned of more hunger and malnutrition because of the increase in unemployment and poverty during the coronavirus pandemic. The Indian government says it's spending $20 billion on giving free rice, wheat and lentils to 800 million households, but help isn't reaching everyone. Non-government aid organizations continue to fill the gap left by the state. New Scientist magazine says 115 million Indian children who are dependent on daily school lunches are on the verge of malnourishment because of prolonged school closures. The NGO Child Rights in You has been feeding the children, the people of this West Delhi neighborhood for the past 15 years, and says it's never been as busy as it has this year. Sonia, who's pregnant with her first child, collects free rations with which she feeds herself and her 10-year-old nephew Zahid. Her husband has been looking for a job since the factory he used to work in closed months ago.
We've come to stay at our sister-in-law's to eat because we didn't have any food at home. The rations have helped us. We could eat a little because there were days when we would go to bed hungry.
The situation changes very quickly, eh?
The UN's children's agency UNICEF says addressing malnutrition must remain a priority.
There's so much effort going to preventing and managing the huge numbers of COVID and taking that it doesn't spread more. But at the same time, we should not lose all the efforts made into stopping malnutrition and losing a lot of the progress that has been made in the last few years.
For Sheila Devi, the death of her daughter couldn't be more painful. Her 5-year-old son also died from hunger during the economic crisis in India 4 years ago.